Hello, I'm Andy Evans, your current Vision Team President here at Hope Lutheran Church. I'd like to invite you to two events for Consecration Sunday on November 23rd. The first event would be worship service at 8, 9:30, or 11 o'clock. Former Senior Pastor, Pastor Peter Martin, will be our guest preacher that day, and immediately following the 11 o'clock service at 12:15, we'll have a luncheon to celebrate Consecration Sunday. So I want to remind you, if you have not RSVP'd for this free event, then you can call the church office here at Hope and let them know how many will be in attendance. This will be gratefully helpful. I want to share my story, but first let me share a Bible verse with you from 2 Corinthians 9, verse 7. Each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. A few years ago, I did a temple talk here at Hope with my wife, and we talked about our spiritual journey and how giving fit into that journey. A quick background: I grew up at a Lutheran church much like this one, and I was confirmed with my family, and my family sporadically attended church. I grew up in a divorced family, and my parents didn't have a lot financially. Every Sunday when the offering plate was passed around, it was as if we forgot that they had offering each week, and so my parents would scramble in their purse or wallet to grab any kind of loose money they had. I don't know if this was the right amount to give or if it wasn't the right amount to give, but I do know it was the norm that I learned as a child growing up for my personal giving. As my wife and I began to deepen our own spiritual walk here at Hope, we sought out the wisdom of church leaders in small groups. We wanted to find out what it meant to tithe and how we should be giving out of our own pockets. Let me tell you, 10% seemed like an awful lot out of our pockets, so we weren't ready to make that complete jump. About 5 years ago, we decided to put our faith in God and radically increase the amount we gave each week. This was also a time that I quit my career to pursue another career in teaching. We were living off one income. We had our second child. We were faced with our share of challenges in everyday life, just like everyone else. Despite those challenges, we truly never felt the pinch from our increase in giving. In fact, we felt the complete opposite. Like many married couples, we argued over a lot of things related to money, but giving has never factored into those arguments. Now we see the opportunity to change our family tree and teach our own children the principles of giving back what already belongs to God. This is a blessing to us. I also learned a new perspective. We no longer see it as trying to give 10% back to God. Instead, we see it as trying to live each month off 90% of what God has already given us. So we ask you to pray and we ask you to pray and discern over the next few weeks what God is calling for you to give. If it's just 1% more from what you did last year, we're asking you to discern over that in the next couple weeks. Please join us on November 23rd for Consecration Sunday and hear guest speaker Pastor Peter Martin. If you're interested in joining the dinner afterwards, the free luncheon, please let the church office know. I'd like to close with another verse from 2 Corinthians. And God will generously provide all you need. Then you will always have everything you need and plenty left over to share with others. Thank you.